Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
Disgusting!
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Jimmy.
Feminist alert. Feminist alert.
Okay. Not sure if that was for Jimmy or me, but someone in the chat might be a feminist. We are here with Jimmy Gatliff.
Right?
No, it's actually kind of a nice position to have. It's a nice belief system. But Jimmy Gatliff is our guest today. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. I'm very excited.
We're excited to have you. We were saying, in our last episode, this is the holiday season. We're recording a little in advance. But
Yes.
Jimmy, do you have any strong feelings about the holidays? You a holiday person? You sort of dread them? How are you feeling about this time of year?
I love the holidays. I love Christmas. But I don't really love like being around family too much. So I prefer to just spend it with my husband, and we just do presents for each other. But then we are forced to spend time with our families, unfortunately.
Sure. So are you staying in Chicago, or are you visiting family somewhere else?
We're visiting my husband's family in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iowa.
It's a very exciting place. You're not missing anything.
I was going to say, I take the tone to mean it is not. It is not.
No.
It is the home of the caucus. It's kind of the foundation from which every election begins. If that's not exciting, Jimmy, I don't know what is.
Thomas has always considered himself a proud Caucasian. Fuck.
What? Try that one again.
I was trying to make it proud Caucasian, and I was trying to say caucus, but instead it just sounded like I said a proud cock ass. And so
I just want you to know, if you had done it correctly, it also wouldn't really have worked. So it's good that we got where we did with it.
That's interesting.
Jimmy, are you trying to do a soft exit, like year after year you spend a little bit less time with the family until it is primarily you and husband time?
Yeah, I do try to some years I'll get sick and we'll have to leave early, or I'll have a project at work that I can't do with everyone around. But this year it's only 3 days, and it takes 6 hours to get there and 6 hours back. So it's really like a day and a half.
Almost. That's not so bad. I will say.
Sorry, go ahead, Kevin.
I'm just gonna say, if need be, it's pretty likely that coming out of this record, you're not going to be doing so hot. So I would maybe just be like, hey, I did this thing and I feel like shit and I can't go. And I think the emotional damage you'll sustain from just being in our orbit for even a few moments, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be able to
It's the only contagion that travels through a remote recording is the one that we transmit to people. But
the military is researching our podcast for weaponization.
That and homosexuality.
Right. Those are our two primary exports. You are reminding me of, I think it's Vito in The Sopranos, where he's working and he's constantly calculating how much time is left in the day. That's the holiday of 6 hours, that's the drive, and then there's 6 more hours. So it's really more like a day. And I'm going to be sleeping for a lot of it. So it's really more like 9 hours.
It's really only communicating. Exactly. And when we're eating, we're not really making conversation because our mouths are filled with food. So you can knock off another 5 minutes off of that. And exactly. It's wonderful.
There's a sweet holiday tradition that I've been made part of in my apartment building, where our upstairs neighbor Barb gives us a little tin of cookies and treats every year. She does it for all the neighbors. It's very sweet. I always feel super grateful just to have nice neighbors that do that. And she dropped it off. It was in a little metal tin, and I'm like, oh yeah, you can just do nice things for people that live near you, and then life is a lot better. I feel like it's easy to ignore.
When do you think that'll start for you?
What?
When do you think you'll start doing it? Sort of. When do you
I do.
Because you said it's like a nice holiday.
I have a lot of appointments. It's just I have a lot of appointments right now. obviously
so
I'm
you're
getting to
tied
it,
up
and like I'd love to. Oh my good, if I had the time, Kevin,
the time.
the things I would do for the people in my community.
We do this show. You have time for this. You have time for this thing. So you definitely have time to
I have
bake
a
your
lot of
neighbors some
important
cookies.
engagements, such as Oops All segments, playing UFO 50 on my Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen your Steam library and it's abhorrent. It's,
When you see the amount of time in my Nintendo Wrapped in January, you're going to realize I simply don't have any space for charity or goodwill. But as soon as I finish some of these games, I think I'm really going to open it up to generosity again. So I'm inspired by Barb. Thank you, Barb. Shout out to Barb. Your treats are delicious.
Upstairs neighbor who isn't disrupting the podcast.
Yeah, that was our downstairs. We used to have a downstairs neighbor, Jimmy, who would have a big subwoofer and they'd play music extremely early and extremely late, and it kind of ruined our life. And they finally moved out this year. So that is my reason for gratitude.
We have a neighbor next to our condo building that is like in a band, and they practice all hours of the day, and they're really loud. But they're kind of good, and you can't really hear it. But there's this guy in our building that typed up a long letter about like the method to get the police to come and what to report and how to report. And I have to resist every time I walk, because it's posted in the garage. I have to resist every time I walk by just writing nerd or fucker or something on it, because he annoys me so much.
That is pretty. I mean, that's
the details to his apartment, so people are complaining about him making noise. Yeah,
call the police on him for being a narc. I will admit, I'm gonna be vulnerable here. We did once call in a noise complaint on our neighbors because it was Monday night, it was past midnight, and they were having live band practice. And nerdy as it may be, I was like, this is fucking insane. You can't. We texted them first, we gave them warning, they didn't reply. It was literally 12:30 at night. They're playing with their band. I'm like, this is inhuman. At a certain point, you have to. There's a social.
This was probably before you met Thomas, Jimmy, but Thomas used to stream a lot, and he was live streaming when this happened, and he had his phone. You could kind of see his face. He's like writing the complaint. He sends it out, and him and Kim are sort of laying in bed. Kim is Thomas's partner, and
I'm streaming.
You can kind of see his eyes sort of like gently kind of rest easily as you hear sort of these gunshots pop off from beneath the floor.
You're suggesting I had my neighbors killed and filmed myself getting lulled.
You didn't mean to have them killed.
but the implication is that I liked it so much it calmed my nervous system that even if it was an accident, it helped me rest easy that night. So I don't think I don't want to ascribe to that. Kevin, you're kind of on Jimmy's page. You're not a huge family man. You sort of avoid the fam. But how are holidays for you?
They're okay. I sort of am a secret Grinch of it all. I kind of don't like the holidays explicitly because I find small talk, family engagements, things like that to be more arduous than necessary. I feel the happiness of the holidays sort of between Christmas or after Christmas. I feel like post Christmas, I feel good. I get to see my friends more. They've got some time off. They're in from out of town. There's sometimes a New Year's thing. There's like a show that we do. There's just like so then I'm on board. Leading up to Christmas, I'm broke because I've spent all this money on presents for young people who I see like 7 times a year who I don't really have a good sense of what they like or enjoy.
You're getting them like Rolex watches. Why are you spending so much fucking money?
I don't know. I'm just it's also genuinely is slow season for me. I own restaurants in the city. I own 2 restaurants and we don't make much money in the winter. I spend money to keep the doors open and keep the staff there. And
very altruistic.
Okay. Oh, sure. Yeah. As I capitalize on their labor to do this fucking shit.
Very altruistic. The spirit of the season.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. But I think that there is Kara likes Christmas. Kara's such a sweet yin to my like Scrooge-ish yang in the sense that like She really wants to, and this is a new development that I think is only in kind of in the Christmas spirit, but it's something I've wanted to bring up on the pod that I haven't yet. Kara recently bought an outdoor cat shelter. Because we've been noticing some neighborhood outdoor cats, and we have 3 cats inside in our home. We're very anti outdoor cat. We don't think it's a good idea for people to have a cat and let it outside. In where we live, it's very dangerous. Cats will get killed by cars. There's not a lot.
I will say counterpoint. My first cat, Freddie, did live to 21 as an outdoor cat. He would wander around the neighborhood. He was a resilient guy. So
he was also a prick. Freddie was a huge prick.
Imagine how much more annoying he would be if he could never leave. Or do you think he picked up bad manners on the street? Like
that's what they say. That's what they say. Okay. But no, so we bought this outdoor cat shelter, and it's something that Kara has wanted to do for a while. And it's essentially like a little kind of insulated house that they can go into with a heated blanket pad on the bottom, and she's got blankets in there, and she's put some food out and stuff, and gone through all this effort, and she set up trail cams. Her father is a hunter, so he has these trail cameras, which are sort of motion activated cameras that hunters use to say, oh, there are deer walking through this way or whatever. So she could see video photo evidence of the cats coming into this cat shelter that she's created. But she set it up and put a lot of effort. I helped her out a little bit, but she did almost all the work. And but I have seen the cats come and go into this outdoor cat shelter like 5 times, and Kara hasn't seen it yet. So she like doesn't. She has no validation that it's happening, but I have all the validation. So that's feeling good. It's
a nice little gesture.
Yeah.
Do they leave? Like they come in and then they go?
They come in and they eat the food and they stay warm. And then once the sun's out, I've seen them coming. Like when I open the garage door to come home, or leave or whatever, I've just noticed them coming or going once or twice, and I just happen to have seen them. But the trail cams haven't picked up anything yet. So yeah.
Chicago has a program where they will bring feral cats to like your neighborhood and set them up. You can set them up like a little outdoor shelter or whatever, and it's to control the rat population. But they'll like bring them. You have to have food and you have to have like the stuff that you're describing. But they do have that program, so you should sign up.
That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if there's.
It also sounds like then do you need to bring in different animals to control the feral cats? Like once they've been unleashed, like it's like now there's a new.
You have to bring in hawks, like feral hawks. Feral hawks sounds like the name of like Ethan's next kid.
Right. Yeah. Feral Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, now that you've gotten acquainted with Maya, it's time to meet the less wanted child, Feral. All right, I think it's time for a segment, Kevin. Let's spin the wheel. Get into it. Buoyant Girls. This is one of our segments inspired by Jesse Bergen's segment, which forced us to come up with a bunch of segments really quickly. So I think there was something called like Flamboyant Boys, and that inspired the second segment, Buoyant Girls.
Are we talking about boobs?
Girls?
No. And I'll ask you please to control yourself, Jimmy. So Buoyant Girls is Buoyant Girls.
I can't when we're talking about boobs.
I know. I can see.
I saw you lock in. You really
You had to reel your tongue in like a fishing line. It was unbelievable.
You did that cartoon wolf eye.
Yeah. So participants must discuss a great film performance from a woman in space. This is a very specific category. I don't know that there have been that many, but we're thinking of great women actress performances in space in movies. Okay. And there's one obvious one comes to mind, probably Gravity. What do we think about?
Oh, that's interesting. Gravity? I'm surprised that was your first choice. Yeah.
That was my first
Gravity's
choice
great.
too.
Gravity is great, and what
it might be my only choice.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say Alien. I was going to say
that's the other. I didn't even occur to me for some reason, but you're right. That's the other major, and Aliens, of course. But Sigourney Weaver, Sandra Bullock. I mean,
Is
these are
there
some.
another?
Oh, that
I mean,
redheaded
there's
one. Jessica
redheaded.
Chastain.
Oh wait,
What-
what's that movie?
Oh,
They're
Arrival.
on a
No, wait.
ship.
No, wait.
No.
Arrival is Amy
No,
Adams.
just
Adams.
guessing.
And also not in
that's also not in
space.
space. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
About
Jessica
aliens, but it's
Chastain
not
is on this ship, and they like run out of oxygen or something, and so they're gonna have to kill one of them.
I
Oh,
don't think I've seen that one.
I don't remember the name of it. It was
Let's
good.
look it up. We can look it up. Jessica Chastain space. We can also
trying to think
pull
of
up just
others.
any space movies. This is
Yeah.
called, Interstellar or The Martian.
I haven't seen The Martian.
She's in both. I haven't
Oh.
seen either.
Is there a woman astronaut in 2001: A Space Odyssey, or no? Is it all
No
men?
way. No ladies in that movie, as far as I can remember. It is like
never seen it.
exclusively male. Though I feel like Hal, although male, has like a divine feminine energy.
You say that because they're sort of the villain of the movie, right? So
yes, I sort of believe all women will ultimately turn against you and destroy you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's their nature.
Yeah. If only they didn't have those
Prometheus is
boobies
a
to keep
terrible-
reeling us in. Now, I'm going to look up, well, I guess from the movies you've mentioned, any performances that really stand out that feel particularly impressive. Like, I love Alien, but I do kind of think the magic of Alien is that it doesn't feel like Sigourney Weaver is the lead. She's just like one of the people on the ship, and they get picked off one by one until it's just her, which is what's so scary and effective about it.
Sort of the ultimate final girl, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
has like the horror movie trope goes. I want like Gravity, great movie. I remember seeing Gravity. Thomas, you recommended that I go see it because it was the best use of 3D you'd seen in a movie.
It is a really well done. Having so much empty space works pretty well for
like the three-dimensional shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought like it was Sandra Bullock in space is no good, very bad, horrible day. I feel like it was like everything that happens to her continues to get worse and worse and worse every time. It's like, oh, this thing, and surprise, that's a hallucination, and it's even worse.
Yeah.
And, oh, you got to the pod, but it's crashing into
Yeah.
But didn't she get to make out with George Clooney?
But wasn't that like
she
a
might have? It might have been a hallucination, but they used to make out before he.
Whatever.
Well, we can't spoil too much. There's something. Maybe we can. Who gives
out
a
in like
shit?
2012.
Yeah, who gives a
What do you
shit?
mean we can't spoil too much? 2013.
I can't remember.
Movie's over 10 years old.
There was a great movie podcast. I can't remember who said this, but they credited someone of saying it would have been awesome if the moment where George Clooney is sucked into space, just for a second, he played like genuine terror and vulnerability, because George Clooney never plays that. How like haunting that would have been to just get like a second of him completely collapsing, like absolutely losing it, and it's maybe a missed opportunity.
Composed. Yeah,
he's always pretty composed.
On IMDb here, top 5 space movies here. They're all bad. It's not true, but some of them are really horrible. Some of them are great. So number 5, Prometheus. Horrible movie, right?
Didn't really like it. Another Alien
Prometheus,
movie.
Sequel to the Alien movies. Lots of logic, plot hole loops. Ridley Scott at some of his worst, I think.
You know what I feel kind of guilty that we didn't mention yet?
What?
Hidden Figures. None of us even thought about that one.
That's about women in space in the sense that it's like she's sort of working for the space program.
We're complicit in hiding them, aren't we?
I saw that
She's
movie.
Sort of working for the space program,
yeah. I recently watched that film, like within the last 6 months.
How was it?
It's okay.
No, not for you, huh?
So you hate black women? Is what
Couldn't relate, could you? Yeah, you were a little intimidated.
Didn't like that it didn't pass the Ramberran test, which is two white women
two
have
men
to talk about a man.
Two white passing men talking about a third man. That's the Ramberran test.
No, I felt like it was too crammed. I feel like it should have been they told too many characters' stories, and I feel like they did that thing that these movies about like these historical movies sometimes
historical movie, like glorifying historical moment movies, are pretty tough sometimes.
Well, yeah, and they change the dates and the things to make everything kind of tighten up, and it often just feels like the tools of narrative feel like they're taking away from some of the complexities of the situation. And Moon is number 4 on this list.
No women in that. That's a man-led movie.
Never seen that.
Man-led movie about being. It's actually good. It's Sam Rockwell. It's a fun movie. Alien, we've talked about. Number 2 is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Lots of men. Number 1. What do you guys think number 1 is?
The best space movie ever made,
according to IMDb. Which also, even by the ratings here, I don't know how this was. Yeah, list is based on set design and effects that deliver authenticity and intrigue, not a judgment on the finished film. This is created
so it's just about set design.
By somebody in Little Northern Light 12 years ago. So, yeah. Also,
it has set design though.
I have no idea.
You're saying it's only set design that we're assessing,
and that deliver authenticity and intrigue. Yeah.
Is it a recent movie or an older one?
It was released between the years 2005 and the years 2015. It was released between those years.
Okay.
Oh, The Martian.
It's a good guess.
That's a great guess. I was going to guess Apollo 13, which does not fit into that timeline. But I'm going to say, have
you seen Contact? I haven't seen Contact. This is not Contact.
Contact is awesome.
Because Contact is a Jodie Foster film, which I feel like I don't know if she's going into space in it, but I think if she did.
She does.
Number 1 on this list, Pandorum.
Never heard of it.
Pandorum is Dennis Quaid, Ben Foster. It's two crew members on a spaceship wake up from hypersleep to discover that all their colleagues are missing. Despite this, it appears they are not alone. It's like a space horror movie.
It sounds like Event Horizon, kind of.
Yeah,
or Star Trek.
Why is that? That's going to be better than like Apollo 13, than like Sunshine.
Well, I think if you're Kevin, what you might not understand because you're not a cinephile is that when you come up with these lists, it's so important that your number 1 be really surprising. It's not the choice that everyone would make. Maybe people haven't even heard of it, but for you, this unique and kind of idiosyncratic choice is actually the greatest example of the form, and only you know about it and appreciate it.
And just in terms of like which movie I think most represents, like not only passes this test in the way of like being about a woman character in space and being positive, but also celebrates womanhood, is Avengers Endgame.
Whoa. Fuck yeah. Thanos is a woman in my book.
Yeah.
That's why Thanos is always snapping.
Snap half the population. Snap half of that population.
Yeah.
Should we get?
Let's take a fucking break.
Do you smell that? It's Bullshit Alert, the podcast where we lie, cheat, steal, and sometimes, yes, sometimes, it's the truth. Think you can sniff it out? Join Stephen Carter, Danny Marshall, and Lily Moss each week where we invite new guests, new stories, and of course, new bullshit. Find Bullshit Alert on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to podcasts.
Bing bong.
I love that they have a little whistle in their in their thing. We're back. Jimmy, do you have a segment for us?
He's heating up.
Yes, I do. So I thought about this for about 10 minutes and I came up with the idea of what is the gayest thing that you've ever done. And I'll start. I have a few. Other than sleeping with men and being married to one.
Yeah.
When I was little, do you know those flag twirlers in like high school marching bands?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I demanded for weeks that I get one of those like lame, shiny, glittery flags to play with.
Yes.
And then and so my mom, who was in the public school system, got the band director to let me borrow one. And he let me borrow it for a semester. But after I spent a weekend, I grew up in rural Georgia. After I spent a weekend like going up and down the street and doing routines and everything outside in public, my mom returned the flag because she didn't want to lead me down the wrong path.
Oh no.
But it didn't work out for her,
Yeah, I
was gonna say.
unfortunately.
It was too late. The flag was too powerful.
Yeah.
One twirl is all it takes, unfortunately. And,
Yeah.
It's like meth. You can't even twirl it once.
Yes.
not even
Anus
once.
is exactly like meth. Yeah.
Like a flag.
That's a powerful example. Jimmy, we'll come back to you because it sounds like you have some more. One jumped to me right away. I would say voting for Hillary Clinton, one of the gayest things I've ever done.
Pretty gay. Pretty gay.
That is pretty fucking gay.
Looking back on it, I don't know. But yeah, it was, and this was not against Barack Obama. So I had a better reason to do it. It was at a time where it felt.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. That would have been a little too gay had I done that.
Primary Obama for Clinton.
If I had picked her over Obama, as some of my family members did. But yeah, that's one. I'll keep thinking. Kevin, do you have one?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I when I was in what was I 16 17 years old, I used to have a job. This may not be the gayest thing I've ever done, but it's one of them. And I was applying for new jobs. I used to work at a clothing store. I was like working in retail. And the title I gave myself when I was working for Mex Clothing Co., which is no longer a company, they went bankrupt years ago, was
because
fashion
of you?
consultant. No, but I was a fashion consultant, which I think is okay, so like stereotypes aside, outside of like, yeah, gay men, clothes, whatever, more so the fact that I like embellished the fact that I literally like folded and sized clothes away to tell people I was like I really like zhuzhed it up and then tried to get a job at like a better retail company, and it didn't work. Like they saw through it all. So I feel like I was sort of trying to like create a personality for myself that fit with this sort of metrosexual vibe at the time. Because that was yeah. I mean, I got accused of being gay because I went to an all boys high school at a time when that was normal. I went to an all boys high school, did my hair and dressed well, but I didn't. I still don't think that's gay.
No, I don't think you a walking target though.
Yeah, I did. Like once in that high school, a man chased another man around the classroom with his testicles out. How
did he get just his testicles out?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I think he was holding his dick, and I think he was sort of cupping his out. I literally just got my finger stuck in my microphone trying to show you guys.
That's how his balls looked. That's how his balls looked in his fly.
So like, I think he held his dick up and then emphasized his nuts by like pushing.
That was like a big thing because of the movie Waiting, but it is so funny to be like, you mustn't see my dick, only my balls can be visible.
He chased the kid around the classroom and then called him gay, and I was like, what are we doing? Like,
that's
I don't know.
That's a big one. That's a big one to be like, you're gay because I assaulted you.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas and I made a song about how we are a gay couple.
That's true. Kevin and I were. It hasn't aged super well, but in our undergraduate, because of our close male friendship, a lot of people assumed that we had a gay relationship with each other.
And the one of the teachers at the university, one of the heads of the theater department, would ask other students, "Are Thomas and Kevin?" And this is what she would do: "Are Thomas and Kevin?"
She put two index fingers, sort of twirling them around each other as though they had opposite magnetic charges.
Sort of creating
gay sex to her is just like penises being in the vicinity.
In my mind, if we could just harness the energy of gay sex, we could sort of have.
It's an unlimited resource.
It's a perpetual motion machine. I think if the two tips could ever touch, we'd be so satisfied we wouldn't need to do it anymore, but it's just not physically possible. So
I forgot about that.
I don't know if I was a very like I love to dress up as a child. Like I think kind of this is the again. I look. It's a bit of a stereotype, and I don't want to suggest that like if you're heterosexual or whatever, you shouldn't dress up and be silly as a child. But for the sake of the exercise, like I would love to like dress up in big gowns and like big hats, and like I went as the Wicked Witch for Halloween. I feel like that's especially in the era of Wicked. Like dressing up as full green makeup, the whole gown. Like I just liked the idea of these really high energy queens.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I used to dress up as a guy named Mission Man, which was a superhero version. It was like I had made my own version of a Superman costume, but I replaced it with an M and an M. And I used to try and raise monies for St. Paul's Mission Fund. And I would go around to classrooms and there was just a lot of. It would depend. Almost always, it was something that definitely wasn't helping the gay community. I'm kidding about that. I have no idea, but I'll say this about St. Paul's High School. I went to school with a couple of, I think there was a graduating class of around 100, 120 people. At least 5 or 6 of the guys I went to high school with are out of the closet homosexuals now. In not a single person dared to come out of the closet in high school.
Not a very welcoming environment.
High school. Yeah, no, not exactly. Mission Man was about as gay as it got.
My other one was that in 4th grade we had like a performance in front of the whole school, like the chorus did, and I was in the chorus, obviously, and my teacher asked if I wanted to sing because I played the piano too. And she asked if I wanted to perform something, and I said absolutely. And then I played on the piano, and sang "My Heart Will Go On" from Titanic to a cafetorium full of like 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. That was pretty gay too.
Ballad too, right? Like you really gotta. It's long. Yeah,
it is long. I learned that. Yeah.
Like this
near far.
It was before my voice had changed too, so I was singing in her key. It was lovely.
Unbelievable. I bet you sounded incredible, Jimmy.
I was amazing.
I probably told this story on the podcast before, but I was at a theater opening in Winnipeg, like a movie theater. They had opened up a new movie theater, and they were doing when you went to go see a movie, there would be some like we'll do like a giveaway at the beginning just to kind of like drum up some excitement for the fact that this theater had opened. And so they were like standing there. We were at a screening of She's the Man, which is already a little coded. Amanda Bynes and She's the Man.
Great movie.
12th Night remake, I want to say.
You're right.
Yeah. And I was like with some friends that were women, I believe. And the person was like, if somebody comes up here and sings a song, we'll give them a free CD. And I went up there and I sang. I belted out My Heart Will Go On, but I can't sing. I never could sing. And I definitely couldn't sing back then. So I did my best. And the guy sort of like, because no one else had gone up involved, like he sort of like this teenager works in the movie. They was just like, I guess here. And I think maybe this is the most gay thing I've ever done, because the soundtrack he gave me was the soundtrack to Miss Congeniality 2.
Killer soundtrack.
So I just got the CD for Miss Congeniality 2.
Back. What's that one called? Like Armed and Fabulous or something like that?
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I will say I went on a date with a man by accident once. Did not realize it was a date. Yeah. Well, we were in an improv class together. This was when I lived in LA, and I wanted to make friends. It's a very lonely city, so I was like, "Do you want to go like get dinner and see a show?" And we did. And at the end of the night, in the car, there was just like a moment where it just suddenly dawned on me, and I was like, I guess I never clarified that. Like you just could feel it. There was this like very palpable tension of like, why haven't we said goodbye yet? Like, what's going on? And so he bravely asked, like, to be clear, like, was this a date? and I had to explain that it wasn't, and I felt awkward. But I will say, not knowing it was a date, one of the best dates of my life. Like, I had a great time. I was so relaxed the whole time. I felt no pressure, like really good conversation. We had a good time.
That's for you, though. He was probably thinking.
Well, yeah, he was
"Fine."
pissed off. He's a little annoyed. But I was not putting on the moves or anything. I just like wanted to hang out with someone. It wasn't like I was coming on strong. Anyway, poor guy.
His name was Strong.
Yeah, I went on a date with Jeremy Strong.
Do you smell that? It's Bullshit Alert, the podcast where we lie, cheat, steal, and sometimes, yes, sometimes, it's the truth. Think you can sniff it out? Join Stephen Carter, Danny Marshall, and Lily Moss each week where we invite new guests, new stories, and of course, new bullshit. Find Bullshit Alert on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to podcasts.
Listeners, you might be wondering, why did he play that a second time? Sometimes you make a joke so damn good that Kevin has to cut to an ad break, even if we did it already 10 minutes ago. The same ad. And you see Jimmy in the little Zoom window beneath the screen just looking like, didn't we do this once? What is happening?
For 5 seconds, I was panicking, trying to turn it off, and eventually I just gave up and was like, I guess we have to listen to it.
We have to keep it in, too, for the audience, so they know how we felt. But Kevin just imagining me in a car with Kendall Roy was so titillating that he simply had to play that a second time.
No. First off, no. I was imagining you in a car with Roy Cohn. And
oh yeah, that's a good famous closeted gay man.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, let's do another segment. This has gone off the rails.
Shut down that conversation before it got too close to the truth.
Stand up for yourself. Participants will get a random suggestion, and each of us will try to deliver a joke about it. This is one of our perennial segments that we have done before. So I will get a random suggestion generator going, and we're going to each deliver a hilarious impromptu stand-up routine / joke about, and it could be a one-liner pun, but it could also be a more elaborate stand-up setup. There's lots of different styles of stand-up comedy. There's even alt comedy. But let's get a word here. Caterer is our suggestion. Caterer. So we're going to try to deliver a joke about a caterer.
Joke about a caterer. Joke about a caterer. Oh man. This is hard. This is a hard
I'll
one.
say I'm going to do it. I'm ready.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I had a caterer once who was so fabulous. I asked, "What are you serving?" He said, "Cunt." So, it's hard to go first, but I had to give you guys some time to come up with yours.
You did make
by
a sacrifice.
saying the C word. So
I have a hat with cunt on it right over there.
okay, great.
It's like the Chicago Bears logo, but it says cunt.
Oh,
That's
sure.
That's actually really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Now I could get a different suggestion. Maybe we just unless anyone's
no.
feeling inspired here.
I'm not, but that doesn't mean that.
Same.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you should change things. That means that. Man, I am struggling here. I think I had a caterer once.
Yeah, man.
And I ate something that they were coming around with. They had a lot of hors d'oeuvres. They were walking around at a party. I should say it was a party I went to that was catered. I didn't have the caterer. But I had a caterer once.
Pretty long walk to get to the setup here.
I tried the sort of one of the appetizers they were walking by with, and it's just very nice. It's almost silly. It's very funny to my mouth. It's very like it's like confusing and kind of making me giggle and he said, "Yeah, it's amuse bouche." Like it's amusing.
What? Sorry, what?
I don't know how I'm gonna make it through 2026.
How is that more offensive than my joke? That's my question. I'm more offended by what you said.
It's gonna be like 365 days of this shit. Like,
yeah.
I call myself a comedian.
Yeah.
That
well, mine's more of a story.
It's all going to come to this, Jimmy. You could save or sink this segment. So let's hear.
We'll see. Probably sink. So one time I was at a holiday party for my firm. This was when I lived back in Denver, and it was catered also. Mm-hmm. And my friends and I were told that it was going to be like a dinner. So we didn't eat like lunch or anything because we wanted to save up and get all the free food. And it was just like appetizers that they were passing around on trays, but they were very sparse in how often they would come through. So we found the kitchen and stood beside the kitchen. And then anytime a waiter would come out, we would take some of the food. And then apparently it got to the managing partner of the firm, and we got in trouble the next day at work for like stealing too much food.
How did that conversation go about?
Well, we had they also had like a cardboard cutout of the managing partner at the party, and we stole that and took pictures with it around the city.
So you were stealing.
So that was the main thing. Yeah,
that
was the main thing. But he wasn't happy about the catering either.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. I also like the idea of like these plates are sparse, and then you're stealing everything off of it. So that when they get to other people, they're really sparse. Like,
there's not a whole lot of stuff on these plates. Yeah, I know.
Assaulting someone for it.
All right, give us a new suggestion, Thomas.
Okay, let's
try one more.
Redeem ourselves.
I feel bad about how much my tires spun there.
I think the problem is this improv suggestion generator is too specific. You almost want a more I just got the suggestion of a timber feller, which I think is like kind of a lumberjack, but I don't really know. Okay,
timber
knitting.
Feller.
A knitter is the suggestion. Someone who knits.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
We just had talked about Lauren about knitting in our previous episode.
Yeah.
What did the knitter say when they made a mistake? Darn. So I tried to go the opposite route, not profane, because last time it was a little too graphic.
What is a Christian's favorite way of knitting? Cross stitch.
Nice.
I was gonna say holy.
Lots of holes in it.
Good.
Yeah.
Also pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know if I have one for knitting.
Do you have a story about when you robbed like a grandmother of her string?
Yeah. The sweater's looking a little light, Grandma, and you sort of taken all the yarn for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I stabbed her with the needle, and then I ran out. Got arrested later.
I have a friend who's an addict that's in recovery, and they're in recovery. They're in recovery in a what do you call it? Like a recovery home,
rehab.
Thank you, rehabilitation center. And I guess there's like hobbies that they teach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they're having a really hard time sort of getting into the hobbies and stuff. One of them is knitting because they don't
I can imagine there's some similar meaning behind the.
Well, they're just against sharing needles, is the thing.
Yeah. And there it is, and that's scary for them because of their past.
Safety first. You can't be too careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was an okay joke.
It
You
wasn't
took the
bad.
wind out of
I
it.
kind of dragged you mid-joke because you take your
that could
fucking
have been a
sweet-ass
button.
time getting to your punchlines, and sometimes we get a
I
little
gotta think of
impatient.
it.
You're thinking of it while you're saying that you didn't even
Yes.
know. When you got to rehab, you didn't know what the end was going to be.
I knew it was gonna have to do with needles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hear about this new knitting focus on Instagram? It's called Threads.
I posted a joke on.
Are you a
Threads
dad, Thomas?
I am not, but I feel like all of you are my children in a way.
during
Just
like
like
the
Jesus.
hype of the latest Taylor Swift album that came out.
Yeah.
I think I deleted it. I can't even find it anywhere in here. Here it is. Yeah. This new Swift stuff sounds great. My guy takes 2 to 3 days for a simple hem job. I bind one leg, don't ask, is what the tweet says. The idea is that Taylor Swift, like if they were a fast Taylor, was the joke I was going for.
Swift.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
Wait,
it doesn't even work reading it out on a podcast, so
No.
it definitely doesn't work reading it on Threads.
I was trying to just come up with another one, so I was only half listening. But I think I've found a way to connect our two suggestions with one final joke.
Ooh.
Okay. What?
Jimmy, it's time for plugs. Is there anything that you would like? I figured it out for myself.
Do you don't want to share it?
I could, but
what did you take the space for to tell us that
I just wanted you to know I had figured it out. I didn't think everyone needed to hear it all the time.
Oh,
clearly
you have
that's
to
a
say
build
it
up to a
now.
button.
Okay.
I know you're
twisting
regretting
my
saying
arm.
it.
Y'all are twisting my arm.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so what did the knitter do at the catered event? She scarfed down all the food.
White people.
It's time for plugs.
How is that racial? How is that racial in any way? Jimmy, is there anything you'd like to point our extremely small listener base to?
Oh, absolutely. I perform with my comedy partner Gretchen Greer in a two-prov group called 32 Double G.
Amazing.
And we do a show at Bug House almost monthly called Full Glam, where we get into drag and bring a bunch of people and everyone gets super dressed up.
Awesome.
And it's really fun. It's like a variety show. So we have stand-up, improv, basically those two things. Music sometimes. Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
And Jimmy and I also are going to be in some shows at the IO in the new year, which I recommend checking out. Our level 5 class on Sundays. It's going to be showcasing. Yes. So if you want to see us do improv together, you got like 8 weeks to do it. Come check that out. As for me, you can follow my sketch group Motorcycle Rocketship and Trigger Happy at the Annoyance every Saturday. And Kevin and I have just finished our Club Soda show, so we don't need to plug that. But we do have a D&D podcast, What We Do in the Basement, that I was on for a very long time. Is still ongoing. It's an actual play D&D podcast with a lot of comedy and funny guests, so check it out.
And hopefully by the time this episode comes out, the holiday episode that you recorded with us should be out as well. We will see. If you are in Winnipeg, follow Club Soda Improv. I'm going to be announcing some pop-up improv shows in the new year at some different spaces. I'm trying to find a fun home for the place. And yeah, there's definitely going to be at least one show in January. I think there's an improv festival show at the Gas Station Arts Center in January, as well as a pop-up improv show from Club Soda. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And folks, it's time for a quote to end the show. He who stops being, what?
Last week's quote was from Charles Manson, so just try to remember who you're pulling from before we get too deep into it. But let's hear what you've got this time.
He who stops being better stops being good.
Mm-hmm. And that's from
Oliver Cromwell.
Wait, sorry. Cromwell.